2, 1. Oh no.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the foundation.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome to the foundation. I am Kimberly Curry Blue,
I'm Anthony Blue.
and we are the foundation. We're missing one of our normal members, Ms. Willie Annette. She's on work assignment out of state, and so production is again here in the chair. This is the second week. Well, and but you know what? The show doesn't stop. So
The show must go on. So
let's go on.
I gotta sit here, double work, and go from there. So if you see me over here, I'm manning the controls.
Yes.
So
We are working our businesses the way that we can. So are you live on any other? Are you on Facebook?
yes, I'm on Facebook. I just came on screen, so we did all that talking while we were under the black screen. So welcome to the foundation.
Welcome to the foundation. I'm sure it's alive. I'll see you on. So, anyway, thank you for joining us. We're here every week. Rain and shine for the most part, but we're getting it in, doing what we have to do to get all things Morningside and Inglewood alumni, in the City of Inglewood, City of Champions out. Plus, we throw on a couple of other little snippets of information out there too. So, the foundation is brought to you by Unique Pro Training, which is the brainchild and run by Mr. Anthony Blue here. He is the proprietor of Unique Pro Training. He will bring to you all things workout, be it virtually or in person. So if you are looking for the routine, I know you guys have been out here looking. No need to keep watching window shopping. Jump on in and get these workouts out. So Anthony can bring the workout to you,
And there's virtually or in person. So on screen now is the virtual. You see me leading the class, but again, virtually is just as good as in person, or if not better, because you don't have to drive to the gym. You don't have to worry about nothing. You can get in your own shower when you finish. So those are some of the perks of doing it virtually, and it's a little cheaper than being in person. So yeah. So that is my virtual workout. So again, and it can be anytime, any day, or anything like that. So that's the show is sponsored by Unique Pro Training.
yes, and yeah. So we will let's jump into it. Summer is almost here. Hot topics. The roar. We're gonna talk about things Morningside, and so for many of you, you know that Morningside has unofficially closed. Morningside, as we know it has closed. The facility is being used by the Inglewood Unified School District to house the one now combined school, Inglewood and Morningside. But the foundation was really a place where we felt like we can continue to keep the word and of Morningside in people's mouths, and things that are happening with the alumni. And so to that point, we are now approaching this year's Size City and Sin City 13?
13.
13, 1, 3. And so That's the week of October the 8th, the weekend of October the 8th through the 10th,
The
through the
12th.
12th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For those of you who are willing to hang, go ahead and start prepping now because it's been a minute. I'm tired, but I'll be out there this year. So,
Mm-hmm. And also on that note, the rooms, you can book your rooms now. That you can see the on the screen, the flyers up on the screen covering up Miss Kimberly, but it's on the screen. The QR code is active.
yeah.
So you can scan the QR code. You can scan it from right here. You can scan it on any of the Facebook pages, or I can send it to you or whatever. But you can actually book your rooms now. People are booking as we speak.
We're back to the South Point. We're back to one. And so everyone likes the South Point. And so that's where we're going back to.
So everything right there, the group code, the QR code is working. That give you a lot of information that's going on right now. So I've been watching over in the chats on Facebook. Hey, you going? Yeah, I'm ready to go. So you want to go, girl? Yeah. So it's back to the talk. The talk is back up. So now let's get it booked.
That's it. Secure your rooms. We moved it back a week because that week where we normally would have it is NASCAR, and so we don't want to dodge cars. You know, they block off the street. It would just be logistically a nightmare. And so we did push it back a week, but that doesn't mean that we won't be having fun while we're there. And then you can go and do a week there. You can go do NASCAR and stay a week, and then do Side City and Sin City, whatever floats your boat. But we'll be there the second week of the 8th, weekend of the 8th through the 12th.
Yeah.
So Side City and Sin City. We're getting an alarm. Somebody snatched somebody's child, or it's a silver alert. Somebody's adult is missing. So, Morningside Alumni Association. That the alumni event is in August. It's the 11th through
the 13th.
Sorry. It's the 13th through the 16th, right?
Yes.
I had to take my baby to school. So, but the alumni picnic, that's that weekend of the alumni events in SoCal, culminating with the big picnic at Edward Benson Park. But to that part, they are having a fundraiser. The Alumni Association is doing California Fish Grill in El Segundo on May the 15th. So proceeds go to help to offset the costs for that alumni picnic. So if you are into California Fish Grill, which somebody I know really likes California Fish Grill, if you're ever concerned or don't know what to get, you want to get blue something, California Fish Grill card. I'm just saying, it will go to use.
Yeah.
He likes him some fish grill. So, yeah. So, you have anything else you want to talk about? Hot topic? I mean, the roar.
No.
No. All right. So, we're down to hot topics now. We're up to hot topics, and with hot topics, I'm just going to start with working out, exercising. It's part of our lifestyle over here, and it's really starting to hit home a little bit more for me, just because my classmates are getting sick, people around me are taking ill, and I am starting to feel like, hey, we really have to mitigate this somehow. I say to him, and when we have our discussions amongst with ourselves about working out, and people saying, "Oh, well, I'm going to do it this, and I'll just do it this, and this time or whatever else," and pushing things back. But my thing is, I don't want the doctor to tell me that I have to work out. I don't want to be required to do it to maintain my life, And so it's a little easier to take the medicine or whatever it is if you have to do it. It's a personal thing
Right.
versus the doctor saying, hey, if you don't lose this weight, if you don't change your eating habits, if you don't drink more water, if you don't, then X, Y, and Z. And so to me, my first and primary goal was I have arthritis in my back and I was having pain. It was just we were gonna do a couples high rocks challenge and my back was like down. And I was already starting to do the workouts because we had two weddings and I was like, I don't want to be the biggest thing over there, even though it was a vanity thing. But then my back was really like, something else has to give. And so I decided to do the injection, but they have to put me under for that. And I was like, okay, this is going to be cool. I have a little bit of time to sort of work this out. And then I think I might have been 3 months in, and my back started hurting again. And I was like, really? Like all of that? You gave me the propofol. You put me out. All that prep for 3 months, and then they were ready to shoot me up again. And I was like, okay. That's not gonna work, right? That's not sustainable. And so in my mind, I was like, well, if I drop some pounds, maybe I can alleviate some of the pressure on my back, right? Because your spine, everything, the weight is compressing, and I was like, this is a way that I can try and help that. So then I really started hitting it hard, and so with that point, I I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry, I'm sharing this out because I'm putting this on. And I'm sharing this to groups so that other people can join in. Because we're giving what I feel like what I have to say is important. And I'm feeling like, we really have to take a hold of our health. We have to take hold of nobody's gonna make you do it. People think that you push me, right?
Right.
People think that he is like, oh, okay, well, it'd be easier if I had a trainer or somebody there, I'm living with it. Sometimes I get a little irritated, right? Because
Yeah.
he's not helping me. He's not saying nothing. He's just letting me do this on my own. And then he'll come back and critique me afterwards. I'm like, well, where were you when I was out here doing whatever I was doing? You could have stopped me then. But I mean, I get it because if I don't want it, he can't make me, right? I have to be consistent with it, and it's all a personal thing. And to that point, everything I'm saying about working out is personal. But at the same time, like I said, do you want the doctor to have to tell you have to do it? Because then you really are fighting against yourself. You're fighting against something else. And then when you have your setbacks, because I've had setbacks, my Facebook tells me I've had setbacks. My Facebook timestamps my setbacks. And so, sometimes people be like, oh, you put everything on Facebook. Not some people. My brother, you put everything on Facebook? But I can chronicle things that way, right? I'm able to sort of see. And so this morning I got up and I was just sort of in bed and I'm going through like categories in my photos and I'm looking at myself and I was thinking, oh, I thought I was really doing something. Which I was compared to where I started. But when I can see it, I can document it, then it makes it a little bit like, oh, okay, Kimberly, you really have to you really have to keep this up. And so I've been sharing my journey, and if I've inspired somebody, I am so happy. Because my workout, I call it elephant eating, right? I say the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. That's not my saying, that's an African proverb, but I took it because I feel like that's how this workout has been. The only way I can do this is 1 pound at a time. I can't take a pill. There's not a shot. There's nothing that's going to make me go to sleep at one weight and wake up at another one. It's a process, and it's step by step. And so with that, that's what I call elephant eating, right? I say elephant eating because the only way to lose this weight is 1 pound at a time. Little by little. But when you lose it slower, you keep it off. And so I've joined a couple of challenges. I've done the push-up challenge. I've done the squat challenge. I've done a 75 medium challenge. A lot of these have overlapped. I just finished the squats. And so, what was it? Plank. And so now I'm on 60 miles walking. Okay? 60 miles walking, 2 miles a day. You can do that. I'm pretty sure if you get up and walk around your office and you get up and just move 15 minutes this time, 15 minutes this time, instead of just sitting at your break, get up and move. You'll get those 2 miles in real fast, right? And then you look up like, dang. And if you have a watch or even your phone, you can track it that way too. But I'm doing the 60 miles, and then I decided, well, one of my problem areas to me is my stomach, right? As my cousin would say, my second stomach, my lower belly. All you got to do, I told her she won't have 2 stomachs, but you're not a cow. But I feel like this lower portion okay, now this is where I'm tackling, because I can see the little mini cans. I got the little mini 6-pack, not 6-pack. I got 2 cans here, right? And I need the other 2 cans so I can have 6, the other 4. But so I'm working on my pack. And so what I've done now is added in with the 60 miles is a core challenge, an ab. You see him? Y'all see his face? What?
No, I mean, we've talked about this. I mean, it was always going to be on you to do it for yourself. I could want it for you. I can be there, show up, wake you up, complain, do whatever. But again, it was going to be on you regardless to do it. So, and that's why I enjoy watching. I would probably just wish you would do it in the morning. But if the night is your time, that's your time. I can't go against that.
Well, you want me to do it in the morning because of why?
That's an offline question. Answer.
Huh?
No, because again, now when you get home, you can have more time. So now again, if I've been at home doing what I do all day, and then when you come home, then here, now you got to get ready. You got to go recharge your watch. I can give you the exact. You got to recharge your watch. You got to finish the phone calls from the ride in, and then boom, you back to working out. Then so.
I had a long day.
So that's why I said when you get, so typical example, her alarm goes off at 4:44. Now it's been moved back to 5 because you're not working out, but it was at 4:44. You could work out in the morning, get all that stuff done, then still have a wonderful day at work, and then you're home. You're off when you get home. So. But again, no, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I'm happy that you're doing it because, again, I told you before, I said it's going to be on you. That's why I left you alone. If I crack the whip, then you'd be mad at me. This is why most kids are mad at their dad when they playing sports because the dad is driving. He's driving. He's not letting me be son. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if I'm driving you that hard on working out, you a client.
Right.
So I said, no, let me.
Because he got a bullhorn. Remember, you used to pull that bullhorn out.
Yeah.
I said, if you put that damn thing down.
Yeah. So you just gotta look at it those ways. Again, I'm there for you, and like I said, I'll watch you do something, or I'll watch you name something wrong, or do all that. But again, if you don't know it all the way, just come get me. I'll do it. I mean, I'm watching, but it's like again, I'm not going to crack the whip on you like that until you say, okay, here, I'm ready to do this now. Because every time she want to take it to the next level, I've always tweaked the workout anyway. So when she get the workout from me, it's always tweaked anyway. So And then now she's going, but now she's got to remember the right names of everything and all that. So,
or what is actually being worked versus what I'm thinking of work.
right.
So, but it's all a learning process. Anyway, I said all that to say, I'm encouraging people, male or female, however, to join me to eat these elephants, right?
Right.
I'll eat themselves. Iron Sharpens Iron is Anthony's
Male group.
That's male group. If you want to join the Iron Sharpens Iron, do it. If you want to work out and eat some elephants, that sounds like we're about to have a tea party, right? But we're not. We're ready to kick butt on these workouts.
But even that being said, guys are scared to train with me. They're not scared, but they think they know what they're doing. And I train 99% women. So,
however you need to get it, if you do it wrong, we all want and have to take some direction from somebody at some point, right? Why not take it from someone that you know? That's a Red Book advertisement. But, if you know someone that has some acumen for something, why would you keep going around to everybody else looking for something else that you know you can put your hands touch, talk to,
right,
and get the information direct from a source that's viable, right? So there's no need to just keep going over that. Let's just tackle the monster, eat the elephant, pull out your knife and fork, and let's get it done. Because we are now in our 50s. We have more years behind us than we have ahead of us. Okay, because he's a sugar daddy, and so so you got to take it a little bit at a time. I get discouraged. I've been discouraged. Like, man, I thought I was gonna be able to get in those pants, but I can't. Or you wake up and you're fluffy. It's a whole bunch of stuff that goes through my mind. But at the same time, I just keep going for it. Just keep doing it, right?
Yeah, I'm proud of you. So
thanks, babe. I'm proud of myself too. So to that point, though, I'm down 30 pounds, y'all. Not 20, not 13, 30, 30. And I still have some more to go. I'm trying to figure out like what the sweet spot is. Where I thought my sweet spot is probably another 15 pounds. I don't know how much.
I'll tell you where the sweet spot is.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said I'll let you know where the sweet spot is.
Okay, you're not gonna tell me how to work. How does that work? So anyway, like I said, I have these next 2 challenges. If you want to join me with this next couple challenges, message me and we can get it in. I can tell you what it is that I'm doing. We can do it together. We can go on live with each other. We can, my point is accountability, right? I remember doing the WW thing, and I was like, I don't want to sit and tell nobody what I'm doing, but there's a logic behind that, right? About somebody else, you have to go in and do your weigh-in.
How long I've been doing this?
30 years. 37 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Accountability is really important. It is, and so to have to show, I want to shout out to Devon. I want to shout out to Kelly Manning, Grady Doc, Kim Draper. Who else has been on that with me?
Jolie was doing it.
Jolie was doing the challenge. I'm trying to think of who else has been in here. Nidra Ford is one of my colleagues at work.
Yeah, your staff at work.
My coworkers and my colleagues at work, they've been joining in too. So we're getting ready to do this core. Don't let me come up in here with my abs flat. I don't want to talk to nobody, human resources, nothing when I come up in this crop top. I'm just saying. Because that's all I got to say. It's coming out. Before the end of the summer, I will have on a crop top. And I'm gonna bust it, and I don't want y'all to talk about, don't say nothing to me, because I'm wearing it, and I'm going to be cute in it. So, you can wear yours too. I guess you wear whatever you want to wear, but whether or not it looks like you think it looks, I have pictures to attribute to that I didn't look like I thought I looked. So you'll find your journey. So it's all good, it's all fun. We support each other, and we are getting it in. So that part, just sort of recapping a little bit about Hot Topic Sprouts. We talked about health. Sprouts Market is coming to Inglewood. It's going to be where the old 99-cent store was on on Crenshaw and right past Manchester.
85th.
85th. And so that's going to be a real good health option for the residents in that area. I like Sprouts. You've been to Sprouts before?
Mm-hmm.
Sprouts has good fresh vegetables. They have good seafood and meats, and then they have a whole health section. It smells like a health food store. It does, because they have a bunch of health food stuff over in there. But just be mindful of what you're buying. Make sure it works with your medicine that you're on. You don't want to counterbalance some stuff, but anyway, Sprouts is coming to Inglewood, and that's good for them. Just a reminder that we're coming up on November elections, June elections. It's so important that everybody get out here and vote. The Supreme Court has taken away your voting rights, you guys. We had a 6-3 vote to allow Louisiana to go in and redistrict these people, and so to quiet these black votes, because we as a collective group, even if we don't want to participate, we are very, very powerful. Black people have about $1 trillion buying power. And so that's big. When we shut it down, we shut it down. And so we have to figure out how to collectively come together to really maximize. And what's good for the group is good for the one, not what's good for the one is good for the group. And there's so many times that people are out there. I think what Anthony and I have this conversation about, there's not a leader, right? Because nobody wants to be in charge,
right? Because
you don't want the bullseye in your back. But at the same time, you want to be in charge because you want to have your ideas and whatever else. But this is a collab. It's not about you at this point. It's not about the one. It's about the group. And we really have to get out there and collectively figure out what's going on that's going to be the best for the masses. Who was I listening to last night? Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, he hinted to the fact that, or he didn't hint, he said that black people were the targets. The black people were the Walmarts. Like, we would go to the Find Me Dimes. We had our own little groups of smaller stores, and we would go and get the lesser price things. And that became, once we start doing something, then the other people pay
start following, yeah.
And then they figure out how to do it en masse, and then it looks like we aren't doing anything, but we actually started it. So that made a lot of sense. I really hadn't put it into that perspective.
Right.
Until I thought, I was like, yeah, when we couldn't shop with other people, when we had to keep things on our own, and we did it well, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, well, here
somebody made the candy store, and then,
right.
And all the different, such and such was cooking, but even like when we partied, it's just all the little different things. We started all the stuff,
right.
that they're using
to pioneer and make things. And so it's always about, like the lady that we saw on the social media who was there was a woman on, I don't want to say her name on this platform, but she was on another social media platform, and she was looking at this one particular person working out, and she was like, wow, she sort of looks like she must live in my complex, right? She works out near me. She works out in my gym. Wow, she's sort of moving like me. And then she looked more closely, and it was her. Someone had turned this black woman into a non-black woman, and made her look like she was now working.
Stole her whole name, image, and likeness.
Well, not name, image, likeness, movement, everything, but just changed her face. They made her blonde. They lightened up her skin.
She did every movement.
Every movement, it was her. But they turned her into a non-black woman. And so that's very scary. And two, she's like, she has thousands of followers, people who are following her, and here is someone to come in and
took her identity. Yeah.
Take her identity and turn it into someone else, and
then she quadrupled the views.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's her. They sort of soften her lips, her features just a little bit, and then boom, here you go. But it's her, and you can't have the content unless she makes it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy part, right?
So she got her slaving. She making the content. She's stealing the content, recloning it, and then throwing it out there and getting quadruple the views.
There's another lady that's on. I've seen her too. Someone came in, and it happens. It really does happen. So watermarks might be a thing that people need to do. But all I'm saying is that voting is imperative, right? You have to get these votes out, because right now that's the only way to really sort of get our voices heard. And then once we come in, we got to stop with the infighting. We got to stop with just collective. What's the best for everybody? Period. Not we have to get a sound voice. And so
we're going backward. We have no leaders we trust. Everybody's running them up. Everybody worried about Megan and Clay and all the crap. Right. We worried about the wrong stuff.
Worried about the wrong stuff.
So
to that point, Mayor James Butts is.
We worrying about the wrong stuff.
He's going for his 5th term in November for the city of Inglewood. If he wins that election, he will be the longest serving mayor in Inglewood history. And so, however you feel about that, is your residents of Inglewood have the opportunity to push that through or to not, right? Because what Henry Ford says, whether you believe you do, you can, or you can't, you're right. Your silence is a vote. Your non-vote is a vote. I need somebody to really sort of pay attention to that. You deciding not to vote is a vote. Exercise your rights. My family, my aunts, my uncles, my mom were jailed. They were hosed. My family is from Bull Connor, Birmingham, Alabama. Not like hypotheticals, right? I'm in California because my father came back from the Korean War and was called out of his name, and it didn't go well. My grandmother was afraid that something was my father was going to end up at Strange Fruit, and sent him to California after he had served in the Korean War and was wounded and Purple Hearted. Okay, so all of that, those battles, that fight, we can't be complacent about it. And so, whether or not you agree with Mr. Butts' policies, or if you don't, your vote is your decision. Your vote is your voice. And so he can be the 5th and the 5th term, longest serving mayor of Inglewood by vote or by not vote. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Right. And so then to sort of piggyback on that, Brian Bostic, if you're not aware of what's happening with that gentleman, he was arrested by the police department in Inglewood. There's not real clear information about what happened to him, but all that is known is that he passed while he was in police custody. And so his family is searching for answers. Inglewood Police Department does not wear they have the body cams, but they don't wear them. According to Mayor Butts, he doesn't require it. And so there's been some footage that's out there. If you follow Eye on Inglewood on Facebook, they have posted a video. Well,
they posted a video of what happened, but then the other day, whoever the police chief is, he spoke up, and he was saying, he spoke up saying that they're looking at some new ones since they're a new like metropolitan city. It ain't new. It's always been. But they talking about with all the world events coming up, they've checked out some that they're gonna possibly and all with all the bad. With all the bad publicity, he still never said anything about Brian Bostic. He just thought they looking at some cameras. They're gonna take this initiative to get some cameras, but he never said anything about the incident. So the political what you call them, because I'll go off in a second. But the political climate is going high, and then they're trying to appease. You got the Olympics, you got World Cup, you got all these things coming here, and you're saying this city don't have no body cam, no nothing.
You're trying to increasing the drinking limits, not the drinking limits, the
times
to 4 a.m. Right? So you have police officers who do not have body cams. There's no cameras around. This gentleman has passed. There aren't any answers. You have two major world events coming to the city of Inglewood, and you want to increase, permit drinking until 4 o'clock in the morning. I smell that's like a big witch's brew kettle of a disaster, right? Because where's the accountability with that? And if you have the body cameras and you don't turn them on, then
So he spoke on it, but he never said anything about the incident. And this is the police chief, but he
and the family they haven't laid this baby to rest yet because they still have to do their own autopsy. So, it's a lot. All I'm saying, your vote or your lack of vote is a vote. It's a voice. So, but the family is planning to have a Brian Bostic Police Accountability Act added to the ballot. So if you are a resident signed voter for in the city of Inglewood, look for that. Look if you see someone out there trying to get signatures to have it added to a ballot. I suggest that you probably go ahead and sign up, get those signatures, so that his voice can be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and people, hopefully, this can sort of quell some of this because we had Rodney King and then it sort of sat out for a minute.
And now we got this.
Here we are. How many years later? 30 years later. We just keep recycling this water. But anyway, so we are at our segment called Tell Me About It. And this is when Anthony shows us an image of something and then we talk about it.
Well, today I'm not going to show an image. I'm going to bring somebody in. I'm going to bring an image in. And he's going to tell us his experience about anything that he want to talk about because he's like a wild card. So I'm going to get him prepared to be pulled into the show for Tell Me About It. He came in right on time, too.
Did he?
Yeah, he came in right on time. So let me, yeah, he's like a, where'd he go? Yeah, we see you. I'm gonna pull you up there. We ain't gonna tell him who you are yet, but you get to play, here he go putting on 2-3, he putting on 2-3 devices right now. So yeah, let me get him in the frame here and get him on deck.
I got it. Have speakers, man.
So yeah, when I do this, where is we're gonna go with that one. Oh, he got all face up in there. Let's get him lined up and queued up. You got some things in front of you there, Mr. Swizzle. But here, let's bring
Scotty Swizzle's in the house.
And then he didn't ran. Look, he didn't ran. He turned his light on. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
That's right.
I'm double,
I can't hear him because he got the many devices on. So can you hear him, Kim?
I hear a little bit. Let me turn this on.
Can you hear me, Kim?
There we go.
I am here.
There he is.
I am here. Let me move over this way. There we go. Move on. Yeah.
What's up, Scott?
How are you guys doing? It's a pleasure being at the foundation. It's a pleasure. Yes. How are you guys?
We are doing well. We're doing good. It's good to see you again, like 2 times in a week.
Hey, yeah, it's going down.
Well, you are here, so we want you to just expound on anything you want to.
Anything that I want to talk about, huh? Well, I'm. Let me. There we go. Let me get my
Delayed.
situation.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
delay. I'm sorry, I can't hear what you're saying, so I have to rely on Anthony to give me a little bit of
I mean, I could delete
feedback
one of them.
for him. So tell me what's going on.
Well, man, first of all, let me say this: it's a pleasure being on with you guys, and being part of something that is, up and coming, something that's going to be trending
I
for
hear the same way
years.
you hear it. Go ahead, Scott.
Okay, from years to come. It is a it is wonderful to see our fellow monarchs doing big things, not just in the community but worldwide. Um, as far as the TikTok platform, the foundation platform, the Side City, Sin City platform. Um, it is wonderful to see that. I am I'm overjoyed. I don't know about
Okay.
everybody else, but everybody else seems to um, not engage in what we have here. It is a blessing. Um, I am also glad that my fellow monarch brother has decided to go back to the traditional side city in Sin City. I believe that is the. Um, I know he tried to venture out on. Let me get over here. Venture out on on a different type of platform. You have to learn and you live. You live and you learn. Um, and I'm one that you know, I I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm going to say that the tradition is the tradition. Okay, that is our tradition. Nobody else. Nobody else. Not Inglewood. Not Dorsey. Not Washington. None of them. It's all about Morningside. You know. Um. I I've gotten a lot of other classmates that are going to come. I got my brother that's going to come. He's class of '76. I'm getting him to come, and you know,
It's all about Morningside. That's right.
it's all about Morningside. That's just what it is. They took our school from us, but they can't take our pride. They ain't gonna never take our pride. Okay, hold up. Oh, hold on. I don't lost my little connection here. Hold on a second.
That's right.
Hold on. My little connection don't I don't lost my connection. There we go.
We can hear you, Scott.
There we go. Oh, okay, check this out.
Hey,
Yeah. This is what it's about, baby. This is what it's about.
yeah.
This is what it's about.
That's right. I am a Morningside Monarch through and through.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You know, and 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 for those who
That's it.
don't know, now you know.
I see you, Scott, over there, eating that elephant over there.
Right.
Little profile. Come
Yeah,
on,
hey,
stand up and come get what you working
hey,
with
hey,
again. Let me
hey,
see.
hey,
Uh
I'm
oh.
slimming
Oh,
down. I'm
flexing.
telling you. I told you hey, I'm coming differently this year.
That's it. Just don't go to sleep because somebody can take a picture.
Now nobody's gonna get me. So um,
That's
I
right.
hear
That's
myself.
right.
Uh-oh, did I hear the beep?
Right. Because somebody got me at home the other night. I'm like, really? And on the social media platform, the people told on them. I was like, how you gonna put me out on blast like that sleep? But anyway.
No, that was I pushed the wrong button.
Okay.
You
Well,
here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Scott, tell us a fond memory of Morningside.
uh, fond memory. I have several. Okay, now this might
Yeah,
not,
give us a fond memory of
um,
something.
the fond memory is that um, when when the DeBarge came to Morningside and we had a stock hop in the wow, in the I guess that was the wrestling room, and Jimmy Hamilton, rest in peace, my brother Jimmy Ham. Um, Jimmy Ham got kissed by I forgot her name. I don't know what her name was, but she kissed him, and it was like,
Cafeteria?
damn, he got kissed by the DeBarge.
AP room.
Yeah, and that was one of the fond memories, you know. And I miss my
Shout
man
out to
Bunny.
Jimmy
the
Ham.
bar.
I miss him. Yeah,
He kissed the bar. Don't know him getting kissed by.
yeah, she kissed him. Yeah,
Yeah, she was kissed from what I could
yeah,
see. He's a
yeah.
good wrestler. Yeah, I wonder how many stories she has. I wonder if she remembers that.
It's in our yearbook.
No, I'm saying, but I wonder if she remembers that. Like going to a high school, trying to, perform for the kids, and one of the kids actually comes up and kisses you. I wonder if she remembers that. That would be crazy. I don't know how many times that would happen. I bet you if that was the first time, that was the last one too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Morningside just, it was a good place to be.
You know what, Kim? It really was.
It
A
was,
lot
it
of
was,
people,
it was
a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize the what a
When
staple
Crenshaw ran
Morningside
amok on
was.
Janet Jackson. Yeah.
I didn't go to Crenshaw. I don't know about that.
I wouldn't know
Crenshaw
either.
ran
If it
amok
was
on Janet Jackson. In what
if it
year?
was if it wasn't Morningside, I don't know nothing about it. We got so many. We got so many staples in Mornings of Inglewood.
That's right. I mean,
So give us another story.
Another story. Uh,
What about you at the forum?
what happened at home?
oh yeah. Okay. So
I don't know if I heard this story.
nah, no. Only me could get this done. Nobody else. So we had just had a playoff game, and Coach Hawk gave us some tickets to the Kings game. So I'm coming to the game, and I'm coming down the stairs inside the forum, and Bernie Nichols was one of the, I guess, one of the forwards, because I knew who he was because he was an Olympian and everything. And he came, he hit a what they call a slap shot. So being what a slap shot is basically he's taking the stick and he's just hitting it, and it went over the glass, and it had a direct course, and I was coming down the stairwell, and the puck hit me in the bill of my baseball cap and knocked me out and skipped another 50 rows. And they took me to the back and showed me, pictures and everything, and said that I was a lucky person because normally hockey pucks rip people's face off. And I told all my classmates about that, and they laughed at me for about a week. Wag went to the hockey game and got hit with a puck. They took me to the back and showed me, pictures and everything, and said that I was a lucky person because normally hockey pucks rip people's face off. And I told all my classmates about that, and they laughed at me for about a week. Wag went to the hockey.
That's a lawsuit.
But it's Scott.
No, but Scott. Yeah, Wagner.
That's a lawsuit. How they gonna take you back and show you the stuff? Man, I got a concussion.
Hold up.
You better write me a check. Somebody got a checkbook in here somewhere.
Kim, when you go to a hockey game,
I was trying to pick up a check. Obviously.
Scott, when you go to a hockey game, they tell you are there at your own risk.
It's no lawsuit. You in the game.
When you go to a hockey game, they tell you you're there at your own risk.
Oh, well, there's more reason for me not to go.
That's any of the games.
I'm not gonna be up in the stands in the football game and get hit with the football. That's what I'm not gonna have.
You can.
How?
If the ball off the field.
That's a big
if. Yep.
But a hockey puck.
Okay, he walking down the stairs. He got his popcorn. He looking around. Bing,
Yeah.
No.
And it's only Scott. So that's why it was funny.
I don't know why y'all be laughing at Scott.
That's who he is today from that hockey puck hit.
Oh God. Scott, they be doing business.
Kim, I'm still traumatized from that. So that's the reason why I am who I am today.
And he laughed.
I'm still traumatized from that. So that's the reason why I am who I am today.
Well, we love you, hockey puck and on.
Yeah.
All right, Scott. What else? You got anything else? Because we're gonna end this. Tell me about it. That was your whole segment. You came right on time and everything.
Hey man, I'm just happy to be here. Yeah. All right, Scott. You got anything else? Because we're gonna end this. Tell me about it. That was your whole. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, baby. That's right. But hey man, I'm just happy to be here.
Yes, we are happy to have you, Scott. Yeah. That's a nice shirt. I wonder where you got it.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, baby. That's right. Ask him. Took it and ran.
All right. We got next birthdays.
Yeah. Oh, he can sit with us for birthdays. Let me see. Scott, you got any birthdays from Monarchs that you know of that you want to go before I start shouting out? Well, let me start, and then you can throw in after.
Hold on.
All right. So we are in May now. With birthdays, May 2nd, we have Marshall Toller. Marshall Toller is today. Happy birthday, Marshall. And then we have on the 4th, we have a few birthdays. We have Latrina Craig, class of 88. Elizabeth Rackley. Elizabeth, I think, is she our Oats alumni that attends Vegas? Yeah, Elizabeth Rackley. And then rest in peace to Errol McMillan, is another 88er. Errol passed in 2020, I believe, but today is his birthday. Happy heavenly birthday. The 5th, we have Melanie Sherelle Boston. Kevin Bevins. What you doing, Kevin? I know you got a party going on. Reach out to your wife. And David Linton are on May 5th. And then we have May 6th, another rest in peace, Christina Kelch, class of 88. May 7th is Lance Adair. I haven't seen Lance in a minute, so if anybody has touched or put hands on Lance, tell him to show his face. We haven't seen him in a while. May the 8th is Kirsten Ross's birthday. And May the 9th is Marcus Campbell. That's my old neighbor. And then May the 10th is Anissa Pearson, Anissa Lewis, one of those Lewis girls. Michelle Burt and Kimberly Phillips Williams. And that's for this week. We'll get to more birthdays next week. Scott, you have any other birthdays you want to throw in there from any Monarchs that are coming up that we may have missed?
Well, mine is in August. That's the only one I know.
No. Okay. All right. So then we are on to the Red Book. So the Red Book, I sort of touched on the Red Book, just sort of in a roundabout earlier, but the Red Book is our advertising, and Red Book is my thought is about how we can best advertise and capitalize on service providers who we know that we can expand and share that information, and so that if someone needs a good reference, that they can defer to the Red Book versus doing the Googles and maybe the other lists or whatever else. But Craig, Red Book is Monarch certified. If you are a Monarch and one of either myself or Anthony or William can validate you, then you will get your little Red Book certified stamp as you see it here. And that means that one of us have vouched for your services. And so that doesn't come very easily, but we do have a few people that we would like to acknowledge. Myself is first. I am a notary. We actually found out that there's another notary amongst us. But myself is a notary. I actually know a few notaries. I offer notary services. If you're in the Southern California area and you need something notarized, reach out to me. We're also going to pump up again Unique Pro Training. We're going to close this out with the workout. Close it out the way we brought it in. Unique Pro Training workout in person or virtually. We can bring that workout right to you. Summer is coming. It's hot outside today. When you look out and you have those shorts on, you could have been working out and working up some of that, smoothing those legs out. So we got this core challenge going, plus the walking challenge. Hit up Anthony and let's get you well together. And then we have Latrina Craig is a massage therapist. So shout out to Latrina Craig. And we're gonna, if you need some type of massage therapy, she has a whole clinic. So we're gonna, like I said, we gotta promote ourselves. And then last but not least, we have DJ Gumby, Lawrence Spencer, who provides services. He's everywhere. DJ Gumby is everywhere. Where'd you say he now has a residency? On Monday nights at the what?
3 and Out.
3 and Out. Oh, the 3 and Out. Why when you said that in my head, I saw the Nile.
No, he's at the 3 and Out on Monday nights.
Okay, so we might have to figure that one out on a Monday night. I don't know. Mondays are hard, but we can go to the 3 and Out. We never call it the other name that you call it all the time.
The bucket.
The bucket. And we leave it at that. So yeah, DJ Gumby is everywhere, and I see him DJing all the time. But if you need DJ services, hit him up because he is more than willing and able to provide you with those services. Okay. I think that's it for me right now.
And on the close, like I said, Side City and Cincy 13, that QR code is active. You can get on there. You'll see it when you scan your phone over it or link onto it. It will take you right to book your room. You pick your stuff right there. They only will charge you for the first night. That's it. So you can get it now, and then you can pay later, or you can do it how you want to do it. I don't think they have Klarna. So.
Well, I don't know.
But anyway.
You click it and see if they do have Klarna.
Right. So, but anyway. The active live link on the rooms, the QR code is live, so you can scan over it and then click it. Wait a few seconds, bam! You see 2 beds and how many nights you want to stay. So, and you'll see the pricing right there. So, if you're coming in Thursday night, it's $75. It's $75 for your first. Yeah. So
we'll be there.
But yeah, so.
Get your resistance up, get your endurance up, because we about to hang out.
Scotty Swizzle is throwing up the peace sign like it's going. See, I thought he was falling asleep because he was going like this. Yeah. So I thought he was falling asleep, but sleep is for suckers. We will get you. We will find all the suckers out there. But other than that, we will give a shout out to Willia. Let's put her on the screen.
Is she here?
No. I was just gonna put her on the screen. So there she is on the screen in spirit.
In spirit.
She's on the plane, but she's there in spirit. So
yeah, she's coming back from New York. So.
So yeah.
All right, fellow monarchs, fellow city of Inglewoodians, and all others who have joined us today. Thank you so much for joining. We got a guest from Texas, all the way from the deep, by way of Inglewood. But yes, the foundation it's been a pleasure to sit here with you guys and go over the things that all things Morningside, all things Monarch, all things City of Champions. And we hope to see you soon. See you next week. Same time, same place.
And you guys caught it live, so I will edit this show. So you probably see a different show when it airs. But this show was definitely live, so I'll fix all the mistakes that we had during the show. So thank you for coming out. Thanks for coming out, Scott, not falling asleep on us. And Scotty Paparazzi is in the building.
I'm in the building. Don't get caught slipping. I will get you. I will get you.